health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. From the Chicagoland to lands afar. With Derrick Geyer, your sports czar. The game's the place from field to rink. Hot debates, fast takes, no time to blink. The Windy City roar, the fans ignite. Your circus of sports under radio light. Big Time Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
And welcome into another edition of Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. And joining me in studio this afternoon, it is Mr. Bob Mariner. How the hell are you doing, Bob?
Oh, I'm doing well, sir. How are you, Derrick?
Oh, I am doing fan-frickin-tastic on this hump day. Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Wednesday unless I heard that, believe me.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Wednesday if I didn't decide to do it right out the get-go. But, hey, thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday, hump day. Feel free to call in at 847-931-1410, 847-931-1410, or you could see our lovely faces on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. That's youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Well, so far, Mr. Mariner, I have been asking, the guests that I've been talking to that I know are Bears fans, football fans in general. How did you take in the game on Saturday against the Green Bay Woodpeckers, the Green Bay Fudge Packers, the Green Bay Cheese Turds?
That was stunned disbelief. I mean, there's a lot of joy, but it was the weirdest feeling in the world. I'd worked a basketball game that evening. Just the entire broadcast room was just, not happy because we're working through first quarter, second quarter, the whole first half. The mood was just, it was bad. So we get out, I get in my car, I start driving back from Hoffman Estates into Chicago. And that's when games starts turning around. That's when you get, what's that, 4th and 8th, amazing pass.
The 4th and 8th, the Jordan,
Yeah.
the I want to be like Mike. Ha ha.
Yeah, so I'm like, I hear this. I get home and I'm like, all right, I'm watching the tail end of this game on my phone, alone in my apartment.
Mhm.
I figured I could stop at the bar around the corner and be in that atmosphere, but I'm a Chicago fan. I expect disappointment. I'm used to disappointment. So I said, no, I'm gonna sit on my chair at home, not watching on my big TV, watching on my phone by the back door, just chain smoking, sipping on a beer, and yeah, I'm overjoyed. But yeah, that was I think that was the least celebration I've ever had for a team winning because I was that ready to just be like, it's done. I think Dan Hampton really his words spoke to me a couple weeks ago when he goes, the Bears are gonna start the season with 2 losses and they're gonna end the season with 2 losses, and I'm like, all right. If I'm going to listen to anybody, I'll listen to that guy. Hey, I'm happy I was wrong, but I was like, it was the weirdest win for me. I'm overjoyed, happy, but it was just a stone face. I'm like, I can't believe it was like the next day. I'm like, did they actually win?
Oh yeah,
they won.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about because, well, and going back to Dan Hampton's comments and everything, I mean, technically speaking, he was right. I mean, talking about the regular season, but I mean, Iceman cometh or, Super Caleb or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Well, and with the whole Wiener Circle thing too, I heard now that they say if the Bears go through the next round, that they said every Chicago Bears player will get free hot dogs for life. I believe that's the new thing that Wiener Circle's
Oh,
throwing
really?
out there. Yeah, that specifically the players. As many hot dogs you want, rest of your life.
Yeah, I got to pull that up because not so much about the Bears players, but I do believe I saw the marquee on the Wiener Circle, and their marquee was, oh, what was it? The grating, or the we are greatest or something, but spelled GRATE.
Oh God.
Great, greater, greatest, because they went ahead and the Chicago Bears defeated the Green Bay Woodpeckers, the Green Bay Fudge Packers, the Cheese Turds, if you will. So yeah, it's been very interesting. And then, what was your take off of maybe social media in regards to it? Because I mean, I've been all week. I did the show on Monday. I had Andrew Scheid guest hosting with me on Monday. So shout out to you, Andrew. Thank you for coming in as always. And first question right out the gate. Okay, did the Bears actually win? Because I was still in that. I can't believe what had happened, because you're talking about it where you were at the game, and at the end of the third quarter, when Caleb Williams threw the interception, I turned it off. I turned the game off, and I was doing stuff in my house. And when I finally figured out what was going on, I was having a bodily movement, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? Wait, cool, the Cubs got Bregman. That's what I thought was going to be my saving grace for that Saturday night. And then all of a sudden I get another notification on the phone from Bleacher Report, because that's, they're who I follow. And the Packers are trying to hold off the Bears. What? Wait, what? It was 23-3 at the end of the third quarter. So put the phone down, and yeah. So I'm sorry I cut you off there.
Oh no, those reaction videos. I saw a lot of my friends who own bars in Chicago. Saw some videos from inside their establishments. I was extremely happy for them. I'm sure they made a lot of money that night. Reggie's Rock Club, their rooftop.
Oh, that had to be packed.
Oh yeah, I think they had ABC 7 over there was covering people from there, because they had the Reggie's Rock Club bus that was shuttling people to and from that game as well, for anybody who was lucky enough to be at that game. And then the Packers fans' reactions. That was a really good watch. And we were just talking before the show. I think my favorite one was there was a father and his 2 children, both boys, probably like between the ages of 6 and 8. Kids had the Packers jerseys
Oh,
on.
yeah,
Dad had the
okay.
Bears jersey on. And it was a great edit just showing reactions throughout the entire game. And you know, you never want to see a child cry, but it's forgivable.
Wait, were
if they're
they wearing Packers
if they're
jerseys?
wearing Packers
Oh,
jerseys,
yep.
it's
I
forgivable.
want to see him cry.
I can't help but hide my smile. Even just talking about it brings a lot of warmth and joy to my heart. Maybe they'll learn. I mean, it's a real shame. I got to say it was probably Mom's doing because Dad was wearing the right jersey. Okay.
Well, that's just a form of child abuse right there.
I mean, it could be worse.
Well, I mean, as you alluded to before, I mean, growing up as a Chicago sports fan, and no matter, well, maybe with the exception of like the '90 Bulls, that I really didn't like take part. I did not partake in it. I did watch the games. I jumped on the bandwagon, but I didn't appreciate it. I mean, I didn't appreciate it like I appreciated the what was it? The 2010 Blackhawks, the 2013
boy.
Blackhawks, the 2015 Blackhawks, 2016 Cubs. I did appreciate actually the 2005 Chicago White Sox because up until that point, I had absolutely no faith that we would have ever seen a World Series on the north side of Chicago with the Cubs.
Yeah, that was shocking to me. And I don't think my dad's gone to a couple baseball games since then, but I remember when the Cubs won on the north side. He's like, I don't ever have to go to Wrigley again. I go, you love the Cubs. You always have. He goes, I seen this. I'm happy. I don't have to go back to another baseball game.
I think I'm trying to remember if that was like the last year that I actually went to a Chicago Cubs game, and it was Game 3 of the World Series, where the wind is howling out. You're expecting balls to fly out of the yard, and Kyle Hendricks, bless his now retired soul, where he pitches into the 7th inning, doesn't give up a run, hardly gives up any hits. And, the Cubs lose 1-0. And it was just like, are you kidding me?
Chicago teams will do that to you.
But yeah, I mean,
and never make it easy.
And I think that was the last Chicago Cubs game that I went to at Wrigley Field. I've been to a couple on the south side of town when the Cubs went over there. It's just easier to get tickets over there.
Yeah, and I said once you're in there, you pretty much sit wherever you want. Nobody's checking.
Well, with the exception of the Cubs Sox series.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. But you are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. In studio is the one, the only Bob Mariner, and we will resume this programming at the other end of this commercial break. Back in a bit.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp 'em all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Looking for the perfect midday pick-me-up? Tune in on Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. Weekdays at midday. Out to Lunch brings a fresh, energetic look at local life, diving into the stories, events, and conversations shaping our community. From lively talk and new discoveries to real voices from around town. It's the perfect mix of entertainment, information, and hometown spirit. Listen on WRMN AM 1410 or watch us live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Out to Lunch. Spice up your midday morning.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
And welcome back here on WRMN 1410 AM with Big Top Sports and yours truly, Derrick Geyer, joining me in studio. It is Bob Mariner.
Howdy, howdy.
Okay, so Bears come back, absolutely shock the Green Bay Packers. Hey, great. So we're taking on I was going to say St. Louis, but it's actually the Los Angeles Rams this Sunday. And one of the things that I was kind of wondering about, and I wanted to get your take on it, but maybe you've seen it, maybe you didn't. But as far as Ben Johnson and the Bears offense going for so many fourth down conversions, or trying to go for fourth down conversions, I was thinking that it was kind of reckless. Even though, I mean, I say reckless, everyone else says, well, that's Ben Johnson doing what Ben Johnson does. And I'm trying to pull up the numbers here. I think it was like 4 for 8 or maybe 2 for 8. So not a very good percentage there on fourth downs. So, one, what were your thoughts on that, especially going for it on your own, like, what was it, 32, 35-yard line?
That was, the one Yahoo Sports headline, Bears fail on bold fourth down, call it own 32 line, but rally to beat Packers. Anyway, I think a lot of Chicago is saying, did seem a little desperate. Listen, I can totally understand Ben Johnson going for it in, situations where you make you raise an eyebrow over here. Very well could have been in your season. And the Bears, hey, I mean, you've seen it a lot. Fourth quarter, clutch kind of plays happening. I was saying it a couple weeks ago and everything to him, like, these guys need to score earlier in the game. I love seeing these comebacks and everything, but they play great under pressure. That's definitely something I think nobody can argue against. That the Bears play great underneath pressure, and I think Ben Johnson totally understands that as well. So, yeah, you go for it. Fourth down, your own 32. What is that? Is that pressure? I think that might be a little bit of pressure on your guys.
Yeah.
And if you got to create that throughout the game, like, get their butts in gear, man. Hey, cool, whatever. And if you're going to do it in any game, yeah, the elimination game for you, that's the game to do it. It turned out great. It could have gone the other way, and everybody would be talking major smack. But I can see, and that's what I think maybe he was trying to do in his head. Well, obviously win, but create pressure.
Because I know, and I'm sure I wasn't the only one that was yelling at the television screen like, "What the hell are you doing?" in that in that moment of time, in that period of the game when you're already down, by 14, or I think it was like 14-3 at that point, because the Bears, they got the first 3 points in that game. And you do that, and it's like within 1 or 2 plays after getting stopped on that 4th down play, now all of a sudden the score is 21-3, and it's just like, well, kind of snatching the soul out of myself as a Bears fan. I'll just say it like that, snatching the soul out of myself from a Bears fan and Bears perspective. With that one,
was that the bodily movement you were talking about earlier?
No, that
your
was
soul leaving your body.
That was about an hour. Well, that might have been like an hour later. I'm not sure, because I was just so sick of watching the Bears lose, and I was so livid. But the way that it was explained, I forget where I was watching or listening to this, but the reason why he was so aggressive and going for like so many 4th down tries was because he wanted to limit the Packers and their offensive time of possession in the game, because he didn't necessarily feel that the Bears defense could sustain, by actually putting the Packers offense into check.
So maybe not just creating pressure for your offense, but taking the pressure off of your defense a little bit.
So, I mean, with that being said,
there's a lot of pressure in football.
There is a lot of pressure in football. And talk about going in there at halftime and kind of coming out with a better defensive plan as far as Dennis Allen was concerned. Because when like I said, when the 3rd quarter ended, I thought the game was pretty much over and done with, and then everyone on the Bears were like, "Oh, no. We're going to come out and we're going to play the best defense that we've ever played in this season and hold Green Bay to what? A touchdown." I mean, we also have to thank McManus for missing 2 field goals and an extra point, which will be like the 7 points that could have given the Green Bay Packers a victory.
Yeah, that's something that I've watched a lot of over the past couple of days. It's just,
but hey, guys,
all those beautiful kicks.
Hey, fans, are you bitching and moaning about our kickers when they miss it and you take the victories?
Yeah, well, I did pull up the Cody Parkey video right after I was watching the McManus one.
The double doink.
How many chances? How many chances? 11 chances. One of the great fan reaction videos of all time. Too bad it's for a Bears loss, but how far we've come.
Oh yeah. So sorry. Sure as hell not sorry that your kicker had one of his worst performances in one of the bigger games that you guys have ever had there in Soldier Field, coming down from up north. So you guys can suck it. I do not care. But on the other side of this bottom of the hour break here on Big Top Sports, what do you want to get into, Bob? You want to get into some left-hand turns, NASCAR? You want to save that for the top? You want to get into some baseball?
Let's talk a little NASCAR.
Okay.
We got some stuff coming up.
Okay, after this bottom of the hour break, it will be NASCAR talk. with Bob Mariner. Here on Big Top Sports, WRMN 1410 AM. And I will try to sound like I know what I'm doing. Well, not with NASCAR. Maybe this show. I don't know. That's kind of up in the air. We will return shortly.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois casinos reported $169.1 million in adjusted gross revenue last month, up 7.6% from a year ago. Rivers Casino in Des Plaines led the state, while Wind Creek Chicago Southland also saw strong growth. The state's Get Covered Illinois program has again extended the deadline to enroll in health insurance through the state's marketplace. Illinois residents now have until January 31st to sign up for coverage beginning February 1st after previous deadlines in December. Illinois Supreme Court Justice Mary Jane Tice has announced her retirement effective January 29th. Tice has served on the High Court since 2010, including a term as Chief Justice. First District Appellate Justice Sanjay Taylor has been appointed to fill her seat through 2028. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-296-6868. That's 800-296-6868.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, partly sunny with a high near 33, temperatures falling to around 20, windy with gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 12. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 24. Currently, it is 21 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. Big Top Sports, feel the roar, where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland. Football frenzy and hoops so high, baseball swinging as seasons fly. Hockey blades cutting swift and true. Sports carousel spinning just for you. Big Top Sports, feel the roar, where the wild games come to score. Geyer
And welcome back here on Big Top Sports and WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Bob Mariner.
And gentlemen, start your engine!
And I cede the floor to the NASCAR driver to my left, Bob Mariner. What do we got as far as NASCAR?
Oh, first of all, I say love the sound clip. There's no more beautiful sound in the world to me than sound of those engines ripping and roaring.
Oh, it is fantastic.
Which we actually got to hear a little ripping and roaring of them NASCARs because yesterday they were testing over at North Wilkesboro Speedway down North Carolina. A little bit smaller of a track, a little bit more of a historic track over here as well. But it's it's a lot of grassroots kind of racing over there, and now it's on the Cup Series schedule for this next season. So you got your good old boys like Dale Jr. as somebody who's very happy about that. So that was great. I was getting to see some testing over there. They had Chase Elliott driving the number 9 Chevy ZL1 for Napa Auto Parts and Hendricks Motorsports.
Okay.
You got to be one of the first people like cruising around and checking out the new track. So I'm excited for that. There's a couple new tracks actually on this Cup Series schedule this year. Obviously North Wilkesboro, old school track. Now in the Cup Series schedule, it's going to be seeing prime time over here. Something I'm happy about. I'm sure a lot of race fans around this neck of the woods are as well. You got Chicagoland Speedway over in Joliet.
No. Say it right. Over there in Joliet.
What, Joliet the toilet?
Hey,
No,
don't go insulting our fans down there in Joliet or the Joliet.
Well, say come July 5th, and I think I'll probably be down over at Chicagoland Speedway to see its return to NASCAR. First time since 2019 since they are holding
Has
NASCAR races.
it been that long?
To me, it seems like that's a short amount of time. It seems like it's been longer.
Because I'm going back a ways here because I remember when I was working as a truck driver, and then there was the distribution center over there in Joliet. We would have to pick up our freight and trailers and everything, and it was the Dollar Tree that was over there. No, not Dollar Tree. Dollar
Tree, Dollar General. Family Dollar.
I'm not. Yeah, some dollar.
They're all owned. I believe all three of those are owned by the same company as well.
I would not be surprised, but I mean, yeah, and I absolutely got a thrill because one of the times that I was at the terminal getting my trailer and everything picked up, they were doing it was the weekend of that event. And I couldn't get in fast enough. I couldn't get in or out fast enough. Just for the simple fact that, oh my great goodness, the mass of humanity.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what is it? What's the capacity there at the Joliet
look up
Speedway?
The capacity over here, but we got. It's a mile and a half trial.
Because I think, like around like 60,000 people. I have absolutely no idea. I'm just pulling up numbers out of my arse.
It's a 47,000 seat capacity.
Okay, so 47,000 people,
and that was as of 2019.
Right.
Who knows if they added some, higher tiered, higher price seating over there, if they add another box or two once they brought it back for the Cup Series.
Yeah.
So we'll find that out shortly, I guess. But yeah, according to the Wikipedia, as of 2019, 47,000 seats over here.
Okay. Hey, Hippie, following along on the WRMN Tube of Views, we would love to get some WRMN radio decals on a NASCAR. That would be fun. That would be awesome.
Oh, that would be real cool.
Yeah, and thanks for tuning in all the way from Ohio there. even though you are a Buckeyes fan.
Hey, now, go easy on them. They had a tough enough year.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like Indiana beat them. I mean, they did lose to, what was it, the team that shouldn't have been playing in the college playoffs. Maybe they could have maybe they could have beaten Notre Dame. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, please continue.
Yeah. I don't think ND belonged, but so one more new track I'd like to cover. So there's no Chicago street race next year, and it's not because Chicagoland's coming back.
I am so disappointed about that.
Yes. Is it a hint of sarcasm?
No, no sarcasm whatsoever.
Well, you know what? It's a great move that they made. Instead of a Chicago street race, we're still gonna have a street race of sorts, if you will, but it's being moved to Naval Base Coronado, all the way down in San Diego.
See, now that would be cool.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a 16-turn, just short of 3.5 mile street circuit over at Naval Base Coronado.
When does that one happen? Is that the replacement for like the 4th of July or the 3rd of July race or whatever?
That's going to be like 2 weeks before. It's going to be June 21st, 2026.
Oh, okay, cool.
And they'll actually be racing all 3 series at that track as well. They're going to be doing the truck series as well as not Busch. There's no more Busch series. We have an O'Reilly Auto Parts series. So it was Xfinity series last year. Before that, it was Busch series, and now it's the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. That's the mid-tier. That's before we get up to Cup cars.
Okay.
Keep on changing names.
Is there a sponsorship for NASCAR? I mean, is it like the Michael Jordan 23 brand or something? I mean, after he took him to court and ultimately won?
I believe that's just the NASCAR Cup Series. At one point in time, it was the Nextel Cup Series.
Okay.
I know that Xfinity.
Is there a Nextel anymore? I don't even know.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that name in a very long time.
Talk about a blast from the past. Okay,
but I think the San Diego, like the road course, having it be on a naval base is really cool. The spotters normally need to be up someplace high, so the place where they're probably going to end up, I'd imagine, is going to be
aircraft carrier.
Aircraft carriers.
Yeah,
you get a view of the entire spot. I mean, you're going right by the ocean, right by the aircraft carriers. I'm pretty sure broadcast crew is going to be up there with some cameras and such as well.
Yeah, that's going to be.
I can imagine that's going to be cool.
See, I would actually go to something like that. The one downtown here in Chicago. I mean, but then you're also, because the way that they scheduled everything, it was, what was it? It was Lollapalooza, it was the NASCAR street race, and then, oh yeah, by the way, it's also the 4th of July.
Yeah, so it's too
much.
What
are we doing?
So yeah, I mean, this also being right before 4th of July weekend, a couple weeks ahead of it, is nice. And shout out to anybody who's ever served for U.S. Armed Forces over here, because I know there were some fans that were angry about this, but I believe the truck series that weekend, that race is only going to be open to service members and people who work on the base for them and their families. And people are upset about that. I go, you can still go to the Cup Series race, but come on, like you're having a race on a naval base.
Yeah,
you should have at least one day where it's just like no public sector over there.
Yeah, military men. Okay, fine, whatever.
And their families.
I mean, because why the hell not? And the other thing about that is, or maybe I'm just totally nuts, which also could be the case, is the fact that I mean, I kind of think of NASCAR being like, maybe not necessarily like the good old boys, thing, but it's also kind of, I also view NASCAR as a little bit of patriotism and patriotic.
Oh yeah, it's part of every prayer before every race. Is like, God bless our troops and protect our men and women of this country. Thank you for your service, kind of deal. I mean, the only place I've ever seen Naval Base Coronado was from atop Mission Hill at the National Cemetery in San Diego. And it was like, and from there, it's a beautiful sight, and it's that entire area, it's patriotic right there.
Yeah, I mean, if you've actually gone down to San Diego and caught a Padres game, or San Diego Padres. They are maybe 4 or 5 blocks away from the ocean. And, oh, yeah, by the way, when you're also walking down there, you're seeing the aircraft carriers. This is where, this is where everything happens. Right. The submarines go out. This is where the Navy SEALs are being trained at. I'm sorry, Buds, I think. I don't, sorry, I'm not a military person, and I do not know, any of that stuff. Just from what I'm seeing online and all that. But the guys in chains in the ocean freezing their cojones off. But hey, it looks like we got a caller, Bob.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm a little hesitant. Should we take it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Hello, caller. What is your name and what do you want to talk about?
You should have been hesitant on that one.
Okay.
David Tees.
Hold on a second. Where's the drop button?
Yeah, where's the hang up button? I heard
David?
rumors, and I don't know, maybe you guys would be able to answer this question. I heard that Joliet racetrack is coming back for NASCAR.
Joliet?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joliet, Chicagoland Speedway. You got that correct, David. We were just talking about that. I'm saying how excited I am that, I'm not going to have to drive out of state to go see a NASCAR race this year.
Were you not listening to the previous 15 minutes, David?
I was overriding boilers because it's going to get cold, just like for the Bears game. So I was making sure people are warm.
No heaters allowed. Come on.
Oh, right. You mean you were actually doing your regular job?
Yeah, the regular job. I've been doing that all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I saw my first NASCAR race was at Joliet, and I've never been to one. And I'll tell you what, me, tailgating out there, and then don't worry about me. I don't need headsets onto there, man. When that green flag came down, it was deafening. It was in my chest. Those cars running by you at a fast rate of speed.
Oh yeah, you're looking at a 1.5 mile course right there. These guys are definitely getting up 180. Well, actually, probably a little faster this year because horsepower just got pumped up for the Cup Series cars as well.
We sat fifth. Me and John Payne and his brother, we sat fifth row, just after turn 4. And it was. I had to go get a set of headsets. I was like, wow, that was just too much. Probably why I don't hear my wife most of the time, but I don't really pay attention to her.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, David.
Yeah.
What?
That being said, there was a car that did hit the wall right there, and I'll tell you, we got hit by debris and hot oil, and we all jumped up and yelled, "Yeah, that was awesome!"
Oh, it is cool in the moment. And I know some of these intermediate tracks. I know at Atlanta Motor Speedway, I was able to get, pretty close up to the fence there, and you're enthralled. But yeah, do remember, accidents happen. It's good to take a step back and protect your ears. But I made the mistake my first NASCAR race out in Michigan International Speedway in the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan. Didn't put on my headset. I just threw in a couple earbuds, and I couldn't hear anything for about a week. It was pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Oh, if nobody's ever been to one, I would suggest you go for it for the first time. Because, like I say, man, when those cars just take off right when that green flag comes down, it just goes right into your chest, and it is deafening. That much I will say.
A lot different in person. You got that right, David.
Yes, sir. It is. Enjoy it. Let's go Bears for this Bears weekend.
Yes.
Hope it's cold for that day because Rams I don't think are going to do good in cold weather.
Hey, let's freeze out this LA theme over here. I like your thinking.
Yeah, but you're also talking. Okay, so since David Tees is the host of the Fantasy Football Blitz here on WRMN 1410 AM 9 to 10 on Saturdays. How I got to talk to you about this off the air, like how the placards and everything came off with John Payne. But what was what do you think is going to go on for this weekend with shaping up to be a good matchup against the Los Angeles Rams?
I think the weather's going to. Well, we're already looking at cold weather. We already know the stats on dome teams: 40 degrees and under, they don't do good, which is another plus for us. And I think that the Rams struggled against Carolina when they played them and lost to them at home. I think the Rams are having a little bit of defensive problems in the secondary. So I'm looking at the Bears using Williams' legs and throwing the ball a lot.
Okay. I do like the stat about the dome team where you said, what was it? Give me the stat again.
40 degrees or under.
40 degrees or under, the dome teams usually lose. But, I mean, with that being said right there, I mean, it is Matthew Stafford. So it's not like he's not accustomed to the elements, although maybe his blood has gotten thin out there in Los Angeles. And, oh, yeah, there is that other, former Green Bay Fudge Packer, Green Bay Woodpecker, Green Bay Cheese Turd in, who's that wide receiver? Devontae Adams.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like he is unfamiliar with the weather. I mean, I've already heard him talking about how, well, you know, it is Chicago. It's going to be the 2 coldest days of the year, and it's going, you know, the weather is going to be Smurf. So,
yeah.
I mean, that right there, I mean, those 2 guys, and then you got Puka Nacua on the other side. It's going to be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's hopefully do what we do in the fourth quarters of every game in the first quarter and tear them up.
David, I have absolutely no idea what the hell you're talking about, because that would make too much sense.
If the Bears end up coming out swinging in the first quarter, that would almost just scare me. That would put me in a bad place. When something's too good to be true. I know I've been asking for it all year. Come on, just throw down some points a little bit earlier for me. I don't think I trust it. Like I said, but I was saying earlier, I go pressure. I know I work best with my back up against the wall. I see a lot of that in the Bears.
Yeah, I know this is the divisional round. It would just be nice to have a game like we had against the Cleveland Browns.
At this point in the year,
from start to finish,
just bring an extra pair of underwear with you anytime you watch a game. All right,
I usually have to do that regardless.
Well, guys, I'll be honest with you. If we could pull this off and win this game against the Rams, you're one game away from the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And who do we play? Seattle, who we haven't played this year, or the 49ers? I mean, that's excitement. Like I said, if we can pull this off, this place is going to be just buzzing all over the place. And Derek, you're going to have too much Bears to talk about.
Well, quite honestly, I would actually like the rematch against the 49ers, just for the simple fact that would mean that, the NFC Championship is going through Chicago. It's going to be miserable weather yet again for that game. And, I mean, now all of a sudden you don't have George Kittle, that superstar tight end that they have, because, well, unfortunately for him and the 49ers and their fans, you know, he tore his, Achilles.
Yeah, tore his Achilles, yeah.
My goodness. But then there's I'm going to say the unicorn in Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Because, I think he accounted for like a third of all of their offense last game. So
the whole season.
Well, yeah, over 1,000 rushing yards and over 1,000 yards of receiving. So, and I think he was only one of, probably 5 or 6 players to ever do that in a career. So, geez Louise.
Yeah, but he's getting up there in age, and maybe he'll retire. But yeah, like I said, guys,
I hope he
I'm
retires.
excited about this game on Sunday. I'm excited for the cold weather. I'm just hoping that Williams uses his legs a lot more. This is what you're playing for, is to tear it all up, and not your body, but, to throw them off their game.
Well, he's definitely good at using his legs to get that sideline for a tight pass right at the last second.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be talking to you, I'm sure, before Friday, because everybody's going to be buzzing really hard this week here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Thanks for calling in, Dave. Appreciate it.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, so that was David Tees of Fantasy Football Blitz. You could hear him every Saturday morning from 9 until 10 a.m. with maybe Grant. No, that is not his name. Mr. the little one, Mr. Boter. Graham Boter.
Well, you're talking to the audience like, the little one. Like, who are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Well, a little peek behind the show. So when I did the WRMN morning show with Susie C, when Elliot, the L Train Serrano, was working for NASCAR, or not NASCAR, NASA.
Whoa.
And getting his Uranus scoped. Yeah. Hey, it's Big Top Sports with Derrick Geyer, WRMN 14.
The sun is still up.
Yeah, I know the sun. I can't believe it, and that's probably like why I'm a little giddy and a little punchy right now. But yeah, so I subbed in for the day that he was having his procedure done, and Graham Boder came in, and he's 13 years old. First off, 13 years old. His mom's a lawyer, and he wanted to come in and be on radio and talk sports. So that's exactly what
you told me about this kid.
Allowed him to do. And he asked me the question of, well, who's the greater basketball player, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? And me being a smartass, I said, well, of course it's LeBron. And without missing a beat, this 13-year-old kid looks me dead in the eye, because I'm looking at him and he's just like incredulous at this point. And he goes, well, that must be some recency bias right there.
Oh.
And I'm just jaw agape on the keyboard, looking at me. Susie C's like, wait, what did you just say? And yeah, it's some recency bias. I'm like, well, in another 5 or 6 years, I'm going to be out on my ass, because he's going to be hosting the show here.
Oh, Lord.
And the funny thing, and the reason why I'm saying the little one with David Tees and the Fantasy Football Blitz, because he is now a regular, or maybe a quasi-regular on Fantasy Football Blitz, and he gives those two older guys, David Tees and John Payne, a run for their money, which is funny as hell.
Well, say the younger generation's there to keep us all in check, right?
Yeah, or to take us out to pasture and put us to bed in the dirt with the nap.
One way or the other, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, don't get it twisted, hippie. Yeah, yes, Michael Jordan is by far the GOAT.
Yeah, I'm with. I don't know who the hippie is, but I'm with the hippie on this one. Obviously, Derrick, you're in the same boat over here as me.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a question. I cringe every time I hear it in sports and radio and everything. Anytime, because it's always, all right, you're old, you're young, who's the GOAT?
Oh yeah,
it makes me want to run for the door.
Well, it's hard not to. I mean, it's hard to ignore James's legacy, right? I mean, he holds the all-time points right now. He's played in his 23rd season. He's got championships and everything. Yeah. But at the same time,
I don't think I've ever seen Michael Jordan's flop reel. So, yeah.
That is a good. Flop for the foul, LeBron. Flop for the foul. But anywho, you are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Bob Mariner. I do believe we got a little bit of baseball coming up on the top of the hour, so stay tuned for that. Should he stay or should he go?
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it.
No, I mean...
If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that, as far as, I'm talking here during the commercial break at the top of the hour, I'll sign off in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that I don't understand, or I do understand, but I don't understand because, okay, back in my day. So sure, Jordan, no problem. The GOAT of all GOATs in basketball terms. But would you also, I mean, it's kind of hard to clarify that LeBron James isn't at least a top 2 or 3. My opinion, of course, my opinion right there. But at the same time, it's like, well, how can you possibly ignore the accomplishments? Things have changed. Players have changed. But what do I know? I just got this radio show here, and it's not like I'm trying to, it's not like I'm trying to bull smurf my way through it. I don't know. I just tried to give like the honest answer as far as I'm concerned and call it the way that I see it. Because in this day and age, maybe LeBron James is actually the best player. Best player of all time, well, that remains to be seen, and that's the debate that's going to be happening until the end of the NBA, which I don't see happening anytime soon. But on that regard, enjoy the break.
Of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-296-6868. That's 800-296-6868.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois Supreme Court Justice Mary Jane Tice has announced her retirement effective January 29th. Tice has served on the High Court since 2010, including a term as Chief Justice. First District Appellate Justice Sanjay Taylor has been appointed to fill her seat through 2028. Illinois casinos reported $169.1 million in adjusted gross revenue last month, up 7.6% from a year ago. Rivers Casino in Des Plaines led the state, while Wind Creek Chicago Southland also saw strong growth. The state's Get Covered Illinois program has again extended the deadline to enroll in health insurance through the state's marketplace. Illinois residents now have until January 31st to sign up for coverage beginning February 1st after previous deadlines in December. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, partly sunny with a high near 33, temperatures falling to around 20, windy with gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 12. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 24. Currently, it is 21 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Growers, retailers, friends of the field, welcome back to Field Goals by UPL North America. Playing today's new Intrava DX herbicide, the game-changing pre-emergent weed control champion with up to 28 days of residual control and the first new active ingredient in corn in more than a decade. And its opponent, troublesome broadleaf weeds and grasses, including atrazine and HPPD-resistant weeds. And folks, it doesn't look good. Hit your field goals by contacting your UPL retailer today to see how you can score Intrava DX herbicide and other crop protection products with UPL Unlimited financing. Always read and follow label directions.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. From the Chicagoland to lands afar. With Derrick Geyer, your sports czar. The game's the place from field to rink. Hot debates, fast takes, no time to blink. The Windy City roar, the fans ignite. Your circus of sports under radio light. Big Time Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, and joining me in studio for this Hump Day, Bob Mariner.
Man, you could be like the next Bruce Buffer.
Well, I've caught myself a couple of times. You know, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to. Oh, I should just say
about
talk.
some sports. Yeah,
talk
some
sports.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, so kind of alluded to this earlier in today's program, and that would be that the Chicago Cubs do have one hell of a free agent signing in Alex Bregman. Oh, by the way, and if you want to talk anything that we've covered here, Chicago Bears, NASCAR, Chicago Cubs, Bears coming up against the Los Angeles Rams this weekend, feel free to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. We should not be the only one that gets our sports thoughts out there. Good thing I can talk right there. Or you could also see us on the tube of views, youtube.com at WRMN Radio. That's youtube.com at WRMN Radio. And if you also wanted to, go check out our Facebook page where you've got the WRMN Morning Show, Susie C's question of the day. It is, what was a cartoon you loved as a child? What was a cartoon you loved as a child? And since today is Wednesday, you know what tomorrow means, right? At 8 a.m., what will Susie C stuff in Elliot the L Train Serrano's mouth? Well, I mean, it's the weekly, you know, it's the Thursday gag bit, and last Thursday, let me tell you, it was a gag fest.
Oh boy!
Have you ever
what
had
did they get?
Vegemite?
Oh, I've had Vegemite. Yeah. I always love getting somebody who hasn't tried Vegemite beforehand to try it. It's like getting somebody to try Malort for the first time. Except
took it right off the tip of my tongue.
Man, I'll take Malort before Vegemite any day.
and as a person that has recently tried Vegemite, as in like last week Thursday, on that segment of what will Elliot put in his mouth, oh my good Lord, I will happily take I kind of even gagged right there. I can't even say it right there. I will happily take Malort over Vegemite.
Oh, yes.
10 out of 10.
It's an easy
I have
decision.
absolutely no idea how it is. You know, it's like peanut butter in Australia.
Yeah, a little bit more tar-like to me.
Well, a little bit more tar-like, a lot saltier.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I kind of likened it to having it going into like any ocean or any sea body of water and getting that unsuspecting mouthful of water in your mouth and just being like, oh, no, I would much rather have the seawater in my mouth than the Vegemite. And I have absolutely no idea how you guys in Australia can, do that, but hey, whatever.
It seems like I got to do a little research when I go home. I want to find a way to make a Vegemite dish taste good. There's got to be a way. You can't have an entire nation of people like that's like a thing they're known for. And we just have different taste buds as Americans?
I don't know
it
because
needs a little ketchup.
Well, see, here's my thought on this, because I've heard our palates here in the United States as Americans, or maybe just on the northern continent here, because we like to season our food.
Well, you should.
Well, right, exactly. But you go over to like the UK and England and everything, and I've heard this on countless of times talking with people from the UK, London, England, whatever. But I think one of them was like Belfast or something.
Okay.
Or maybe Ireland as well. And there was like, yeah, we went over to the United States, or we came over here, and it's like, oh my God, the dishes are so good. It's so flavorful. It's so tasty. I don't want to go back home because now I know what true flavor is on the sausage or like on the chicken or.
Yeah, if any of our European friends come to visit, just send them back with like a case full of hot sauce. There you go. Bring a bottle of that with you, and where you go, you're set.
I put that Smurf on everything. But yeah, I mean, so I'm not gonna yuck your yum over there in Australia for having Vegemite for but great googly moogly, man.
We'll see. If I come up with something, believe me, I'm bringing some in. All right, we'll do Vegemite round 2, Bob style.
Okay.
I don't know. That sounds a little weird, but believe me, I'm a good cook. All right.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I swear.
I'm gonna have to ask your wife for a second opinion on that one.
Hey, don't worry. I'll get her calling one of these days, and she could brag about how good I am in the kitchen and how terrible I am about cleaning up after myself.
Okay. See, as
those who cook don't clean, okay.
And those that do have a wife that cracks the whip.
I think I just dug myself a little deeper over here.
Well, she's not listening or paying attention right now, right?
She should be working.
She should be working.
Hi, honey.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so over the weekend, the Chicago Cubs ended up signing Alex Bregman, third baseman, for 105 years, $175
For a second,
million.
I said 105 years. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know if you could play baseball that long, bud.
Well, back in my day.
He's got 2 World Series underneath his belt over here. He got 3 All-Star selections, a Golden Glove Award, Silver Slugger Award, All-Star Game MVP.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too shabby now, does he?
I hope he's not done collecting accolades.
Yeah, I hope so too. Oh, and speaking of which, Chicago Cubs insider will be joining me tomorrow. His name, you will probably know him because his name is Blake Cowell. Blake Cowell will be joining me on Big Top Sports here at the bottom of the 4:30 hour. So if you want to talk Cubs and get someone else's opinions about them, tune in tomorrow at 4:30 with Blake Cowell from Cubs Insider. So what do you make him the move, Bob?
Well,
I know you're a Cubs fan.
I think it's great. It's going to be awesome to see this guy play. My first thought was laugh in the face of my friends who are Sox fans. Because when this
Now, when you say Sox fans, do you mean red or white?
White Sox
Oh,
fans.
white.
Yeah.
The white Sox.
Well, I say I definitely one of the guys I was working with the broadcast booth is already in a bad mood with how the Bears game was going at that point, and then got the notification about Bregman and just kind of lost it a little bit.
Oh, I could kind of see
Could this
that.
day get worse? Really, the Cubs get this guy, and I'm like, hey. My first sight. So my second thought after I was laughing at my friend was
As a good friend should.
was, hey, this is one of those things that's great. I mean, like, this guy's numbers are awesome. What was it, 18 homers last year, 62 RBIs. His on base percentage is .360. Come on, like this sounds really good for us. So I go, don't worry. Watch him have like a career-ending injury and never play baseball again. I don't want that to happen, but I'm like, this is gonna be cool to see this guy
You
play
better
for a
knock
couple
on
of years.
wood.
Hey, man, once again, Chicago sports fan. I'd rather be prepared for disappointment than be pleasantly surprised later on. But it's. I think this guy, might be able to help us out. I think maybe just, it's what he's 10 years in. He started playing in 2016. It's kind of old for me.
Yeah. But I know that the Chicago Cubs were trying to sign him last year, which is actually why I might have did the reverse mush on it. No, because okay, so we go into the offseason, or the MLB offseason, I should say, and of course everyone's trying to clamor for the top free agency, free agents and all that fun stuff. But I could have sworn that I said there is absolutely no way in hell that the Chicago Cubs are going to be signing Alex Bregman. Just for the simple fact that they had a chance to sign him in this year before, the 2025 season. They didn't. And the Cubs were like fourth on his list.
Yeah.
So it just, whether or not it was the years, the dollar amount, and I know that there's going to be the introductory Alex Bregman press conference tomorrow afternoon. So, or maybe in the morning. I don't know. You could look it up. It's probably going to be broadcast on Marquee Network.
Yeah, I think that's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. That much I do know. I just don't know the time. Hey, Bob, looks like we got a caller.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Keep it clean, caller. Hello, give us your name and what you want to talk about. Hello.
Dennis, I want to talk about a couple things you guys have been talking about. I'll start out with Mr. Magoo. Jim Backus was the voice of Mr. Magoo, and that's the cartoon, in case you didn't know.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? I was like, okay.
That was a great cartoon. Oh man.
Yeah. The voice of Mr. Magoo was Jim Backus, who was from Cleveland. Okay?
Oh, okay.
And he was the father. Trying to bring up what I know about Jim Backus. He was the father. He did many movies of James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause.
Oh, okay.
That goes back to 55, but I really called to
That's
talk
an oldie.
about. Yeah. I talked, another oldie is the team that the Bears are going to play on Sunday. The Los Angeles Rams were originally the Cleveland Rams the Rams from about 36 to 46, and they moved, I think, to L.A., but there was something in between. I don't know, but I really
that was news to me.
Yeah, I want to talk about Bregman.
Okay.
What's the reason? Why did they hire Bregman? Pay him all this money. Was it more money than he wanted that they got him, or what? They're not.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Are they not satisfied with Matt Shaw?
That's 100% the reason why they went out and signed Bregman to that 5-year, $175 million contract. They wanted a known commodity in there. Matt Shaw, while playing good, if not close to Gold Glove caliber defense, is only like half of what the Cubs are looking for. Because as Bob was saying earlier when he was talking about his on-base percentage at, I think it was like a 360 clip or something around there. So he's at the dish. He takes his walks. He has a good eye. So couple that with, and I hope this stays the same, couple that with Nico Horner, who also is a good on-base guy, where he takes his walks and he'll be able to set up the lineup for the power bats behind him, because they are definitely looking for a little bit more firepower. And he is a proven commodity, as opposed to Matt Shaw, where he kind of had an up and down and an up and down, and then really down again towards the tail end of the season, and an absolute horrible playoff run. So they're looking for more offensive production at third base.
It's interesting how you said terrible playoff run, because he had pressure internally from the management, I think. But let me say this. I remember Matt Shaw. I watched a lot of these games. I remember he was a clutch hitter, and he was a rookie. And he did well at third base.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you supposed to anticipate when he's in his sophomore year? I just think it's fishy. More about that when we talk in August or September, because I'll remember the discussion. But I like you guys' show. I like the information, and it just hit me with power, what you guys talked about, and I was able to come back with 3 reasons to call, and I did it, and thank you very kindly.
Well, thank you for calling in, Cleveland Dennis. I appreciate it. And don't forget to tune into the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C. and Elliot the L Train Serrano, where you can also tell them about Mr. Magoo.
Yeah, Jim Backus. He was the millionaire on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah. Why would I listen to them after 8 o'clock.
Mr. Howell?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. I listen to them almost every morning between 8 and 9, and I'm fitting it in. But in fact, I left them a message today. But anyhow, I enjoy the show. And how long are you guys on? You're on for another hour after this hour, right?
It is 4 to 6.
Yeah. Okay.
So
very good.
Coming to an end at the top of this hour. But thank you for calling in, Cleveland Dennis. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
That's all I got. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Bye-bye.
So he really got me on that.
I had I'm like, Mr. Magoo. I didn't even, okay.
It's such a recognizable voice. As soon as I pulled up the name and saw the picture, I'm like the millionaire from Gilligan's Island, which I'm an old soul, because I remember being a child watching a lot of Mr. Magoo and a lot of Gilligan's Island. And I'm only 38 now, so
Marianne or Ginger?
Oh, Ginger.
Oh yeah, Ginger.
I don't want to say it like that, but you asked me a question, I gave you an answer.
What about I Dream of Jeannie or Bewitched?
Jeannie.
Oh God, Barbara Eden.
Hey man, I'd like the idea of the bottle and just kind of like
get in there.
Yeah. All right.
Not that we're like chauvinists or anything.
Quiet over here. Right?
Yeah. Oh great, I'm gonna get canceled.
Dennis, you got me on this, because I was always like the Rams. They were the LA Rams and they're St. Louis Rams.
So actually from Cleveland?
Yeah, so the Cleveland Rams were a professional American football team that played in Cleveland from 1936 to 1945. They competed in the Second American Football League.
Oh, okay.
For the 36th season, and the NFL from 37 to 1945. So then they moved to LA in 46, becoming the first of only 2 professional football champions to play the following season in another city. Does not say who the other one is, but yeah, that was. Hey, thanks for a little knowledge there, Cleveland Dennis. That's it's pretty cool. And so yeah, for all you people who want to stump your friends out there, and somebody's like, oh, well, the Rams are originally from LA. You could be like, aha, no, they actually had
or St. Louis.
Three cities.
Yeah. And you could have knocked me over with a feather on that one. That is for certain.
Yeah. Well, it's you learn something new every day.
Yeah, and as you were going over the numbers for Alex Bregman, I suddenly feel a little bit better about him being on the Chicago Cubs.
Oh,
no,
good.
I
glad you did.
do because I mean, here's see, it's and so Marcus Mack was on yesterday, and Marcus Mack, he's with the Truth About Chicago Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM Saturday mornings from 8 to 9, and he was getting on my case about, and this is a conversation that you and I had off air, Bob, where I was like, yeah, but now all of a sudden it's like, now it almost seems like Nico Horner might be expendable to where San Francisco's possibly looking to trade for him. And I'm just thinking there is absolutely no way in hell, because in what Jeff Passan wrote on X yesterday is with the infield alignment that the San Francisco Giants would have with either Horner or Donovan being the second baseman from the St. Louis Sucks Cardinals. And yeah, hey, well, it's my thing. I got to do that.
I know.
St. Louis Sucks Cardinals. But
just keep on racking up a list of cities you can never move to or visit. Okay.
Oh no, because if I do there and I'm getting paid to do radio out there, believe me, the Chicago Sucks Cubs or the Chicago Scrubs.
I'm sorry you had to hear that, folks.
It's like, oh wait, the almighty Dallas. No, I will definitely keep my fandom, but yet there might be some. Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Oh boy.
No, but okay, but with Bregman at third base, Dansby Swanson at shortstop, Nico Horner at second base, and Michael Busch at first. Is that not one of the best infields in all of baseball?
It sounds nice.
Defensively, because you
that's,
already said Bregman was a Gold Glove winner.
That's
Dansby Swanson, Gold Glove winner.
You got that lineup.
Nico Horner, Gold Glove winner.
Not going to be a lot getting past these guys.
Michael Busch should have been a Gold Glover. Maybe next year. So, or at least the top level of very good.
Yeah.
Gold Glove winner. And then you talk about Ian Happ, four Gold Gloves in a row. PCA, Gold Glover after this past season. So you're talking about a very, very good defensive team. Now, while Matt Shaw was pretty good at third base, and supposedly his normal position is second base, if you trade Nico Horner, you need to get like something comparable, if not better than him. And I was thinking about this getting ready to come in here this afternoon, where it's like, who are you going to trade for him? Aaron Judge? Shohei Ohtani? I know it's a reach.
Yeah.
It is a reach. But I mean, like, what are we talking about here? Like, how do you...
The first two names you threw out are Judge and Ohtani.
Well, I mean...
How far is this reach that you're trying to have us all picture?
Hey, I don't...
It's longer than my arms can go.
But, yes, true. I get it. I understand. It's unreasonable to think that you are going to be trading for those two players. But with that being said, it's like, what... And...
There's always new talent to be found. All right? You just got to give people a chance.
Oh, don't give me this new talent, Smurf.
Hey,
Yeah, okay.
Hey, yeah,
We'll finish your thought.
Rookie of the year kind of stuff. Who knows?
Okay, fair enough.
Bring me that arm.
You're currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, joining me in studio today, the voice of reason, Bob Mariner.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. The state's Get Covered Illinois program has again extended the deadline to enroll in health insurance through the state's marketplace. Illinois residents now have until January 31st to sign up for coverage beginning February 1st after previous deadlines in December. Illinois Supreme Court Justice Mary Jane Tice has announced her retirement effective January 29th. Tice has served on the High Court since 2010, including a term as Chief Justice. First District Appellate Justice Sanjay Taylor has been appointed to fill her seat through 2028. Illinois casinos reported $169.1 million in adjusted gross revenue last month, up 7.6% from a year ago. Rivers Casino in Des Plaines led the state, while Wind Creek Chicago Southland also saw strong growth. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 12. It feels like one with gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 24. Snow is expected Thursday night with a low around 22 and a 90% chance of precipitation. Currently, it is 20 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland. Football frenzy and hoops so high. Baseball swinging as seasons fly. Hockey blades cut
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. And joining me also in studio, it is Bob Mariner.
Howdy, folks.
Okay, Bob. So we've got the Chicago Bears taking on the Los Angeles Rams this weekend on Sunday in Soldier Field. And if you would hazard a guess, how much do you think front row tickets to see the Bears and Rams play this weekend would be?
Are you talking like, what, 50-yard line, like right there?
Yeah, 50-yard line right there.
Oh, all right. What, 2,000, 2,500?
Oh, keep on going.
All right, let's just jump right up to 7,500. How about that? 7,500. That sounds
Okay, maybe $7,500 for two seats.
okay. That's not too bad. All right.
Okay.
I
now,
mean, it's not. I mean, that's not too bad for some people. I'm not one of those people. That's really bad for
Yeah,
me. I can't do that.
so I'm going to play. Well, I can't even figure out how to play. Let's make a deal with this one. So would you rather sit 50-yard line, pay $7,500 for two Bears tickets for a divisional round playoff game against the Los Angeles Rams, or go on like a 7-day, 10-day dream vacation?
Oh man. Oh yeah. I'd have to go. I'd have to go with dream vacation. But hey, because I got 7 or 10 days dream vacation. 7 or 10 days to have a really great time, as opposed to let's say a bunch of money that could end a couple hours later in like severe disappointment and several empty bottles of Malort.
Ooh.
Hey,
wow,
and
that is a lot of disappointment right there. You just add in you might as well be adding, the side dish of Vegemite right there as well.
Oh yeah, I think that's
Hey,
it. That's what you're gonna see if I go to one of those games. I'm like, I can't see myself spending that much money to like 3 hours later just be like barehanded and Vegemite chasing it with Malort, just like crying my little eyes out. Yeah, so dream vacation for that. I'm like, I would like to avoid a disappointment like that. It's always scary for me to go to playoff games. I went to one in 2015, I believe. Blackhawks versus Anaheim.
Oh, mine was the Colorado Avalanche.
And the Blackhawks lost the game I was at. They ended up winning the series, but still, it hurts. It really hurts.
Yes, it does. When you spend about $400 or $500 on, and this was me. This was me at the time. Working a job at Home Depot and everything. That paycheck that I got went to the 3 seats.
Oh yeah.
Of the, I think it was like the 300 level or the 400 level or something at that time, taking on Patrick Waugh, Forsberg.
Man. Oh.
Who is the other asshat that was like really Joe Sakic?
He's one of the greats, man.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And watching the Chicago Blackhawks get swept out of the playoffs that year, or losing on that game that I went to. So that was like $500 plus down the drain, because then you're talking concessions and all that fun stuff, and the souvenir for the kid at the time, and so yeah. But where would your dream vacation be?
Oh, my dream vacation.
Well, hey,
my dream vacation.
It doesn't all have to be, like
I'd be going back and spending the entire weekend
like
at
Tahiti?
Talladega. No, Dega, baby.
Seriously?
I told you when I was in Dega for October. It was my first time there, so I didn't spring for the the infield experience. I was just like, let me kind of just walk around and really soak all this in. My dream vacation would be, all right, we're going down there for the entire week. I'm going to see the Truck Series. I'm going to see the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and I'm going to see the Cup Series race. And we're getting a camper, a real nice one with all the amenities, and we're living in the infield the entire time. Yeah, my dream vacation is pretty rednecky, I know. go and live in the middle of a racetrack for 3-4 days is that's my dream vacation.
I'm almost hearing the banjo music right now.
Hey man, that's what it is.
And again, with the people in Australia, I'm not here to yuck your yum. Because if that is, one of the things that you want to do with $7,500 and you want to spend a week down in Talladega or wherever it is to catch your, the NASCAR series, the truck series, the
O'Reilly Auto Parts series.
Ow! Series?
O'Reilly.
Then so be it.
Where would your dream vacation be?
Oh my!
Well, and also, look, are you doing dream vacation or are you doing 50-yard line? Bears,
no,
Rams.
No. See, the only way that I would be able to do like the 50-yard line at the Bears right now is if I gave up liters of fluid, and I like the fluid being inside my body right now. I can't go to, the donate blood or sell the blood or the plasma or whatever, fluids, that you can make money off of. But I mean, having. And here's the other thing, because while I did not spend an arm and a leg because I dated someone that had season tickets or a part of season tickets for the Chicago Cubs in 2016, so I was able to get in there and only pay face value for the tickets, where the tickets were going for like $2,500 or something like that, easy. And like I said, it was or maybe it was another person that I was talking to. It was the game that Kyle Hendricks was on the mound for. And the Cubs ended up losing that game by 1-0. So I could only imagine if I would have spent like $2,500, how absolutely pissed off I would have been. Because I spent close to $600 or $700 on that Blackhawks game.
Oh, yeah.
With like the parking and the concessions and the doll or whatever, for the kid. But... And I was pissed off after that. I mean, while I do have, the Chicago Bears fandom, Blackhawks fandom, Cubs. Did I say Cubs twice? I might have.
You cannot say Cubs enough. Okay.
Okay. Cubs, and even White Sox. But it's not like I'm going to the playoff games. I'm going there to take in a baseball game. I'm going there for the atmosphere and everything.
Yeah.
And what you just said is absolutely true, because I cannot see spending $7,500 on a game to have my heart ripped out of my chest. And it's almost like the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, where the Rollerman rips out the guy's heart and it's still beating. And, then all of a sudden it catches fire. Which is kind of how I was feeling this past Saturday.
Well, that's once again why I didn't stop at my neighborhood bar, as I'm like, this is going to end up costing me a lot, because it's already be packed, and it's every beer I'm going to be buying now is like $7-8, and because the amount how tense this game is, I know even there, like not even going to a game, just going to the bar for that. I was like, no, I'm gonna sit at home with a 6-pack and just sip and watch, save myself some money. And if it turns out bad, then I'm not going to be in the public crying over here. Nobody wants to see that.
I completely and totally agree. Understand, because I mean, now, while I don't mind going out to establishments, because, well, hell, I've been out to Newman's Corner Pub out there in Hampshire a number of times this football season already.
Oh, yeah.
Cheering on the Bears and swearing my head off and, committing money to the, food pantry and everything that's out there, because that's what you do when you're out there in Hampshire. You got the swear jar, you got, you got to abide by the rules. And not mention Taylor Swift, even though I mentioned Taylor Swift right now.
Uh-oh.
That's like a huge fine. That's like almost getting banned from the bar kind of thing.
Well,
apparently.
Thank you for the heads up. I don't think that's something I'd have to worry about, but good to know.
No, that's something where it's like I say it under my breath, or I'll do one of these numbers.
It's like a swear word to you.
And like, Taylor Swift. And you guys can't see it because you're not watching me on WRMN YouTube, or I'm sorry, YouTube at WRMN Radio.
That is like a curse.
I did put my hat over my face and I said Taylor Swift. So that's, for the listening.
Said it again.
Is
there a dump button for you?
Hey, listen, I don't got no bad blood.
Oh man. I almost said it again. I know that's gonna be my new cuss word.
Travis,
which also, I guess I didn't know this, when McCaskey was alive, the Bears had a no
swearing policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's encouraged.
Yeah. Frack the Packers, man. Frack the frackin' Packers.
Like, I'm really surprised I haven't seen. I haven't looked too hard, but I'd imagine on social media that there'd be some T-shirts, some fan-made T-shirts popping up with that on there. I mean, I'm sure you'll see a lot of them for next game.
Oh yeah, good, better, best, and frack the Packers.
Hey, how do you think security is going to be at that next game?
The next game?
Yeah, because you had that that one guy like snuck in a cheese grater. I know, we got to come up with something for the Rams. I don't know. What would you bring in to?
I have absolutely no idea.
But did you see that on the news?
No, I did not.
There was a fan at the Bears-Packers game. He snuck in a cheese grater and went viral for after the Bears win, pulling the cheese grater out of his pocket on air and then grating a block of Parmesan. He's in the stands. And people are like, how did you get it in? And he goes, I just had the cheese grater in my pocket, and it didn't go off when going through the metal detector, which makes me think there's gonna be a meeting with security.
Oh, I could. Wow. Okay, I did not see that. I did see, all of the cheese, all of the Chicago Bears fans with their cheese grater grating cheese. I mean, hell, even Caleb Williams did it.
Oh yeah.
On the set of like the Prime post game show and yeah, so that was fun. But after this upcoming break, it is going to be Mariners Musings. Stick around here on WRMN 1410 AM Big Top Sports with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Bob Mariner, back in a few.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding a unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Bob Mariner.
Oh, yeah, those tickets, man. Looking at those ticket prices is something else.
Frick. Yeah. I would definitely much rather have like a 10-day or 7-day dream vacation and instead of spending $7,500, do that and just have all the bells and whistles. And that might be a trip going to like Australia, and even then that might be under budget right there.
Yeah, you know.
Or Japan, or like, you know, maybe like somewhere where I don't know. I'm kind of like into the Asian culture a little bit, so maybe like, I don't know. Island hopping sounds pretty damn good to me.
I got one of my buddies. His wife is Japanese. They live in Chicago. I think they're looking at possibly moving back over to Japan, but they just got back in a couple-week vacation from over there. And
nice.
It's beautiful pictures. Brought some snacks back for us. Definitely way better than, trying Vegemite.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would think so.
Yeah, I mean, majority of Japanese fare I've ever had, is just kind of sushi, stuff like that. But yeah, it was like some darn good pastries they brought back. Shout out to you, Burton, and your wife, Tomoko. Thank you. Okay. I don't know if that's another language.
It's just absolute gibberish and everything, and it's kind of how I like to be sometime. But anyway, it is time for Mariners Musings.
All right, y'all. I got a lot on my mind. There's a lot of stuff going on up here.
Well, make it quick because we're running out of show here.
Cool. So
the checkered flag is about to come down.
Oh yeah, and I got my pedal to the metal over here. So NASCAR, major sport, is going into its 2026 season. We're just about a month out. They don't have a commissioner. So their commissioner, Steve Phelps, stepped down a few weeks ago because with all this lawsuit hoopla with 2311 and Front Row Motorsports suing NASCAR in an antitrust lawsuit. Well, Steve Phelps, commissioner of NASCAR, had some texts that were made available to the public calling Richard Childress, owner of Richard Childress Racing, a stupid redneck, and that he needs to watch his mouth or he should be taken out back and flogged. So, like anybody who gets found out like that, Steve Phelps stepped down from commissioner. There's no commissioner for NASCAR. They did not name an interim commissioner like you'd expect them to do. So I guess any of those commissioner decisions are falling down onto NASCAR president Steve Phelps. My question, my musing, go ahead, call in or hit us up on YouTube's. What are they going to do? I say, how about Michael Jordan? You be the new commissioner. You have somebody who is not a racer, somebody who's got great sports knowledge, kind of forced NASCAR's hand into this settlement. And, it's like, he's, like I said, not a racer, but got love for motorsports, and he's got the business mind. Throw him in charge of NASCAR. If that doesn't work, I say go for a Supreme Court. Have like 4 or 5 NASCAR commissioners. I'd say Joe Gibbs, Michael Jordan, Tony Stewart. We got Richard Petty in there. Who knows? Maybe even Jimmy Johnson. Some of these people might have to give up controlling interests in their teams or whatever, but I think that would be cool. They have some people who really spent a lot of time in the sport, a few championships in there, and have them be the people who make these decisions. I always say, I think you're going to have a better organization if you hire from the ground up. And if you have people who poured their entire lives into this and still have not been turning a profit, yet still coming back every year and running these race teams, let them be in charge.
How in the hell is that even possible? If they've been doing it for years and they haven't turned a profit, and like how? Because of like the sponsorships and everything that they get? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to my pea brain right here.
Well, I'm sure that a lot of these guys control a lot of real estate. You could be known for NASCAR, but you can have all your wealth from other places.
So this is one of those things where it's almost like the billionaire's toy for like the NFL or Major League Baseball or
Correct.
I got you.
And not a sports reference, but your perfect example. You had Ian Anderson, Jethro Tull. The majority of his fame is not from his music. The majority of his fame is from owning and running Scottish salmon farms. He farms salmon in Scotland. That's where all his wealth comes from, not from all the album sales. So I mean, that's
okay.
Really
I've learned. Hey, and if you want to learn more stuff, well, you probably shouldn't listen to me. But hey. So thank you to Cleveland Dennis for dropping that Rams nugget on us. Thank you to Bob Mariner for dropping the salmon farming.
Yeah, Scottish salmon farms. Yeah.
Wow.
Jethro
okay,
Tull,
I
Ian
would
Anderson,
have no, because I hear Jethro Tull. I just don't think Jethro Tull is just a name in a band.
Hey, Aqualung.
Who is Jethro Tull?
Yeah, I didn't bring my flute with me. Sorry, guys.
No, I'm just hearkening back to the movie Armageddon, where Owen Wilson is in that really weird room where it's like, and it really bothers me when people say Jethro Tull is just a name or a band or whatever it was that that's what I thought of it immediately when you said Jethro Tull.
It's a deep cut,
and I had absolutely no idea like he was a salmon farmer.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, these people, they get their money. They get their money from it's you're doing business, and you don't have all your eggs in one basket over here.
Yeah. So if you have like $14 or $15 million to spend on your side hobby, and make no mistake, losing $14 or $15 million would be a side hobby to a billionaire. Whatever. Who am I to yuck their yum yet again?
Well, yeah, we shall see what happens. Listen to me, Michael Jordan. Please listen to me. Please become commissioner of NASCAR. It'll be so cool.
and now I'm just picturing Michael Jordan smoking on a stogie, having his $500 glass of bourbon or whatever it is that he's drinking. He's like, this white boy gotta be insane.
Hey man, dude,
that is the worst Jordan impersonation ever.
That was no. I know they said they settled in NASCAR. I swear, Jordan forced the hand. I go, that guy's wearing the pants. All right.
Hey, thanks for Cleveland Dennis calling in. David T's calling in. My guest Bob Mariner. This is Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. Blah, blah, blah.
Needs trusted care, think All Around Auto Body in Schaumburg. Family owned for over 30 years, they deliver high quality collision repair and dependable service from start to finish. Call 847-352-3825. They're located at 501 Morse Avenue in Unit D. Get your vehicle back in shape with the experts who care. All Around Auto Body, where your car is treated like family. Call 847-352-3825 today. Proud sponsors of America's First Responders Fest.
Ready to tackle your junk piles? Call the Junk Luggers. From old furniture to entire cleanouts, we do the heavy lifting. And here's the best part. We rehome and recycle as much as possible to keep it all out of landfills. Feel good about your cleanout the green way. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today for your eco-friendly, stress-free service.